Gentis Fortuna fucking you that.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
What about young Lord Capon?
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
Yitka wouldn't want to marry an old man.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And all the whores around town as well.
Too, eh?
That's what I said.
The lords of Micah have a good reputation.
I didn't read the subtitle, I just said it, and that's exactly what the next line was. It's like, yeah, he's gonna, you know, whore around, and that's
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our lives.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
You just stand up to sit down again? Okay. How they reset right after a cutscene is really funny sometimes. So I've got to go to the stables and try to nab the saddlebags without arousing suspicion. You are the stable master.
Greetings. What do you need?
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Very hard. Huh. What about a game of dice?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
The Dry Devil, Radzig, Hanush. Come on, back to me, back to me, back to me. Yes! Do 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 do. Swapping the papers. Do do do. Then we'll go talk to Hanush.
Well, now
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
you do. Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
Not exactly.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
There's a catch.
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece?
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
It is
Or you
vacant
could
right
make
now.
me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
It's Goblin. He's gonna drink every frickin' possible chance he could ever get ever. I don't feel right about not talking to Hans.
I've got some good
Hey, buddy.
news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place.
You can go talk to the
There's some
widow,
old
but you
bat
know.
standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one.
No, I'm
Is
serious.
she at least pretty?
I have no clue.
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health.
Remember, he's like
My
15 right
freedom.
now, but that would be normal for this time
health.
period.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
Notice how it doesn't seem to affect him at all. The booze.
Exactly why we mustn't push too...
Zabocek, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
We.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Cable.
Here's to a good bargain.
Okay. There's that. I've arranged everything. I had to do some clandestine shit. I had to promise a friend to marry a lady, but yeah, we got it all eventually.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground.
Common cause has been found.
But that has now changed.
Look, we found a Jew. He was willing to pay for the whole thing.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the verbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians. Our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and
we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
He's like, oh shit, that was real? Oh no, I can't be a young little faggot boy anymore. Oh no.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I.
Like I said, the last story
will
was
set out
about Henry
immediately.
becoming a man. This one's about
God
Hans
willing,
becoming a
We
man.
will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
And it takes two separate things, you know? It's for Henry it was more learning to be
My
self-sufficient.
friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords.
It was going through adversity because he already was kind of a good person, right? You know, rowdy because he was young, but you know, he's kind of a good person. Where Hans is posh and privileged and oh, watermelon, look at that. Would they have watermelon in the Middle Ages? It seems odd to me. But I don't know where watermelon originally came from. But the he's someone who has a lot of growing up to do because his position in life kind of pushed him that way, right? You know, he hasn't had to strive for things, so therefore he is used to not relying on himself, not being responsible. So now he'll learn, and he'll become a
After we
monk.
conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible
he's worried about
that
his own
rebellion
resources.
against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Did you hear?
Could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of
Like
the
literally, he
debts to
said,
the
go
Jewish
find
moneylenders
people in a
this
hole.
way,
Like, go find some
forget
criminals
about
in
it.
jail.
Your debts
Let
will
them out
remain.
and let them go
Up
ape
to the
shit on the
last groschen.
Jews. That's what he said.
Only
Like, it's a
now you
cruel
owe
thing,
us.
but it's like you're not listening.
And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to
Silence.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None.
Yeah.
I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But sire,
I would almost be
that would be a
interested in
violation of
playing
the
this
privileges
in
granted to us
Polish or
as a
German or
mining
whatever.
town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them.
But then again, I'm the
During
one
my
who
brother's
plays
reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated.
Yakuza games that don't
But
have an
that
English dub.
is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets.
Yeah.
And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Hooray.
The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy.
Uh-oh.
Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on you? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know.
Oh my god, it's Germans oppressing the Jews. When has this ever happened in history?
We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
I don't know which one he wants yet.
To us as if we were infirm.
There, honest.
Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no
I remember.
closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities. And get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret.
I don't know what the rank Markvart is, but Yobs has also said.
Too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the council was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly. If Rabosch falls.
Doing it.
Follow. I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town all too. I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary.
Like putting the cannon in the town square and just pointing it at City Hall.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Yes.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Just because I say to victory doesn't mean I know who's gonna win, you know? But yeah, Rabosch is now under siege, so that should be interesting. Oh! This is the one. This is the one where Hans was in the intro. So we're fighting von Berghoff. I'm a little drunk now.
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do. There'll be plenty more tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday.
A word with you, Fred.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, in quite simple and pragmatic terms, the wine has run out.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better.
You're getting me in
stored
trouble,
away.
John.
I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Fuckings for beggars.
Wine.
Happy marriage. But I can barely stand. And to stand over that ditch. You just fall in.
Okay.
Huh. I still can't wait for that ginger cunt to finally fuck off.
But when it comes to affairs of state,
I don't know where I'm going. I'm fucking drunk. Am I going up or down? It's down. Okay, down to the place here, and then.
They're all needed in the morning.
Hello, maid Alicia.
sorry, have you got some time to spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Any time.
I need help with something. Do you know where I might be able to find the wine pitchers? I mean the ones with the really good wine that the Lord saves for his nearest and dearest.
And you're one of those?
Yes, I'm his fucking
I
son.
should say so. I'm his son.
And I'm the king's daughter. Anyway, I don't know nothing about no wine. In case you haven't noticed, I'm sweeping the floor, and I'm about to mop up vomit. Try asking my ma. She's the cook here.
I'm just gonna say it.
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really? Why don't you save that sweet talk and tell me what you want?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-assed and with an empty purse.
All right. Let's have a game.
I'm just going with the flow, guys. I don't know what's going on here.
Can't beat me.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I got 1,000. No! Fuck, I'm drunk. That was organic. That did not happen on purpose. I accidentally hit the wrong button, but it worked.
If I was you, I'd take it.
I'd take you. You got 700. Why would you roll 1?
My God.
Yeah, that was stupid. What are you doing? Are you drunk? Okay, I've got 3 4s. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ah, damn. Ah, come on. It's my turn again. Come on.
Hopefully I'll do it again.
No.
Now I'll show you how it's done.
Getting iffy. Nope, you got 200. Nice. Matched me
Your
a 4.
turn.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's about all I have, so I'm gonna take the 2 1s and continue. I'll take a 1 and continue.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Your mother. 350. Up 300. Got one right there.
And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not.
Got a 1.
And now we'll see.
Bust. Nope.
There. That turned out all right.
Alright, you have a chance to pass me.
My
But you
God.
busted. Honey, you're not very good at this. Oh yeah, that would be right. We're just gonna take the 400 and pass. Want to be safe. I recognize that voice actor. He was on Archer.
Sacra!
Ha! What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? 113356. Yeah, nothing. We'll take just the 1 and continue. And it goes bust, and you're like, what? With 5 dice, I bust? Alright. We'll take 1, continue.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
We're at 1350 right now.
Have you lost your mind?
I don't have much
You're
that I'm
going to
risking.
lose
It'll be fine.
everything.
Now we'll pass.
Mother of God!
Boom, bitch.
What are you punishing me for?